Disclaimer. The following content is entirely fictional and does not represent real events or people. This material has been edited and adapted from the channel Dreamtelling Channel. A knock on the door makes my head snap up. With a growl. What? This better be important. After the night I've just had. Getting nowhere with the mess inside my office. I didn't want anyone to bother me. So I made sure I was left alone until I was done with my pack business before anyone came to me with more problems and more fucking paperwork. I see my beta step into the room and I growl at his presence, pissing me off instantly knowing it's probably not that important. And he's just come to annoy me. Like he usually does. That's no way to greet your best friend in beta. Kane. He grins widely, much to my annoyance, as he strolls into my office like he owned it. I was in no mood for him today. Nor anyone. And he had exactly 1 minute before I personally threw him out of my office. This better be fucking important or get out of my sight. I snarl from my desk as I lean back, trying to calm my wolf who has been on edge more than usual. Maybe I need a run. Or I just needed sleep. My beta laughs. When was the last time you slept? You look like shit, man. I pick up the book Tales from the Veil from my desk and throw it at his head, which he dodges, making me growl out disappointed that he saw it coming. I stand up glaring at my beta Lucas. Did you interrupt me for a reason? I snarl out. I really don't want to deal with his worrying shit over me like he's my fucking mother. Lucas' smile turns to a wide smirk. Amanda gave birth. I have a son. I exhale, and I stare at my beta, and possibly the only person who can stand in my presence without terror written on their faces. Giving a genuine smile. He is a good beta and friend. I know he will be a good father. So that's why he's here. Now I feel even worse. Congratulations. I walk over and slap him on the back. He is grinning like a guy who has it all. And he does. Amanda and Lucas have a great relationship. One I yearned for myself. One day, this would be me. I had to believe it or else it'd drive myself crazy. Lucas beams happily as I looked at him. Happy that one of my oldest friends had finally got everything he wanted in life. He deserved it and I know his mate. Amanda was perfect for him in every way. I was terrified. Amanda was amazing as usual. She kicked my ass out halfway due to my freaking the fuck out, then yelled at me throughout the delivery. I don't think I have ever been happier being called all the curses names under the moon. He laughs out loud. I laugh with him. Amanda is a quiet little thing around me most of the time, but since her pregnancy, she has been more vocal to Lucas, and of course, cursing his dick because of how much she disliked being worried over constantly by Lucas. The moon goddess blessed me. Truly. Lucas says happily, sitting in one of the armchairs in front of my desk. I swallow back the lump in my throat. I was happy for him. I really was. But this feeling, it wouldn't go away. This emptiness, truly. We both remain quiet as I go and sit behind my desk, trying to hold back the irritation of my lack of sleep and the constant headache I've had for a month now. I needed to sleep and a run. That's what usually helped me whenever I felt defeated. There's a party this weekend. Amanda has begged me every day for a week to ask you if her close friend could get a visitor pass for a few days. He scratched behind his ear, nervous as I stare at him. Interesting. Lucas is never nervous. I wonder who this friend is. What's the catch? I ask curiously. She's a human. She doesn't know about Amanda being a werewolf, but they've been friends since Amanda moved out here to be with me. Amanda swears that she's trustworthy and I believe her. She won't be a problem. Wed take full responsibility while she's here. He added. Having a human in Packlands could cause problems. A problem I want to avoid given how much I didn't trust humans. Amanda and Lucas knew my dislike for humans. Only a few trusted humans know about the pack. And every single one of them knew what would happen if they put my pack in danger. But a stranger I don't know. I wanted to say no. And have that be the end of it. But given how Lucas has never taken responsibility for a human before, he must really want this girl to see his mate. I've hated all the humans I've met. They were greedy, weak, and whenever they spoke, I wanted to snap their necks with my teeth. I despised leaving Packlands unless it was necessary. Yet since Lucas and Amanda had never asked for a visitor pass before, and Amanda would surely annoy the fuck out of Lucas and me if I said no, I decided just this once is fine. Whatever. Just keep her away from me. I huff out and go back to my work. Lucas' laugh bounces off the walls as stands up from his seat, shaking his head, which adds to my frown and glare, knowing what was most likely going to come out of his mouth next. No fucking way. You're coming to the party. Kane. He grinned. You need to meet your godson after all. This headache was becoming a full-blown migraine. Lucas. I swear to fucking 10 minutes. That's all we ask. He quickly interrupts me. He's not going to give up. And I don't have time to talk about something so useless when I should be doing this shit done so I can sleep in an actual bed. Instead of this fucking chair. Fucking fine. I run my hands through my messy hair. My wolf was getting more restless than usual and scratching to be let out for a run. Just leave before I change my mind. Lucas grins like a Cheshire cat as I huff out my annoyance at how happy he was at my discomfort. He bows respectfully before me, and then he leaves behind the double dark brown oak doors. Knowing he just won and I lost this little game of his. Exhausted and fucking tired of seeing the papers on my desk, I let out a sigh and get up from my chair and walk out of my office, leaving the pile of mess behind me for another day. My office was inside the pack house. It was usually always full with pack members playing around. But that was when my old man ran the pack. Yet since I turned 18 and took over, the pack knew better than to slack off around me. I was nothing like my old man, the last alpha. The pack feared me and I liked it that way. It made things simple. Walking out of the pack house and towards the forest, I strip off my clothes off. Then I feel my bones start to break and click as I begin to shift into my wolf. I crack my neck once fully transformed. Desperate to release the built-up tension we couldn't seem to escape. I left my clothes on the forest bed, tired and frustrated from the shit I had to deal with today. I closed my eyes and let my wolf take control, needing a moment alone. If only for just a moment. I embraced the silence. It's so freaking cold. I blow on my freezing hands. I finally landed down in New Zealand, Queenstown, to see my best friend Amanda from college. She has just recently given birth to a son with her longtime husband, Lucas. Traveling from London had been no fun roller coaster for me. I have never been so emotionally drained on a plane before. My boyfriend of 2 years broke up with me, left me in debt, and my apartment flooded, ruining all my artwork that was meant to be shipped by the end of the month to paying customers. This happened all but just last night. After apologizing and returning their money, the whole ordeal had left me emotionally exhausted. How the hell am I going to fix this? Stressed and exhausted, I glare at the sidewalk. I'm bloody cursed. I just know it. I mumble to myself, waiting for the dealership to deliver my car. I sit on my suitcases, all my belongings with me. What was supposed to be a weekend away turned into me being homeless and now in a predicament. Amanda has been my best friend since our first year at college. She is the only one who I have kept in contact with since graduating. Since she met Lucas, her now husband, she moved all the way to freaking New Zealand, in the middle of nowhere, and is living in a fantastic gated community. Or so she told me. This would also be my first time visiting her and meeting her husband. I'm excited to finally see her after all these years. Of course, I couldn't say no to see her newborn son when she asked for me to come and visit. With everything going on in my wreck of a life in London, I basically sold what I could and packed up and flew here a day early. Despite it all, it was perfect timing. I desperately needed to escape my shitty ex before I killed him and the catastrophic disaster that has now ruined my financial situation. All caused by him. Amanda has no idea what's happened. We spoke pretty much once every week, always keeping in contact together. But I just can't let my pride down when she always admired me for having my shit together. But I'm far from having my shit together. Excuse me, miss. But the car you requested had been misplaced, and there are no available ones till next month. The man started rambling. How the hell do they misplace a car I already booked and paid for? What? That's impossible. I bought it already. I try not to let my frustration come off as anger. You have none available. I'm very sorry. He genuinely looked sorry, smiled weakly at me. We can arrange for a taxi to take you, he asked. I shook my head. I can't afford a taxi, is he kidding me? The prices here are huge for a taxi. My luck just keeps on getting better. No. It's fine. I mumbled out and said goodbye to the man. Grabbing my stuff, I walk over to the nearest cafe that happens to be over the road. Fuck my life. Putting the phone to my ear and tapping my leg nervously against the pavement. Waiting for the call to come through. She is going to freak out. She never liked Tom. Sora. Hey. What's up? I was just about to text you. Her carefree giggles came through. She's going to freak out and definitely going to make a big deal out of this. Ha ha. So listen. I'm in New Zealand. What? Now. She screamed, making me wince back. I sigh heavily and run my hand through my hair. Utterly emotionally defeated. I could really use a ride. Do you think you could? I mumble out. This is so embarrassing. I hope the world swallows me whole. Her worried mama's voice comes out at times like this. Oh my go. What happened? Of course. Lucas, come here. Wait, one moment, Sora. No, it's Sora. Where are you? Sora. Lucas is coming to pick you up. Her panicked, sweet voice rushes out. Relaxing at her concern for me has a lump stuck in my throat. When was the last time someone cared this much about me? Tom never acted like this with me. Not even once. I give her the name of the street and cafe I'm at. Nervous at how laid back she is about me being here out the blue a day early without a reason why. But Amanda knows something is up. She always does. I'm really lucky to still have her in my life. I don't know what I would do without her. I've never met Lucas before, but from what I know, he makes her incredibly happy. Photos of them together were always sent to me from different occasions. From the wedding I couldn't make, to birthdays I couldn't get time off from painting to celebrate. I know from where I failed as a best friend, Lucas was there to make her happy. And she is happy. It was almost like they were made for each other. Meeting Lucas on summer vacation to marrying the guy a month later, and they're still happily married. And now with a son. I'm happy for her. She really deserves every piece of happiness she got. A trunk honk startles me from where I sit outside. Glancing up, I see a man coming out from a big red truck. I recognize the man instantly. That is definitely Lucas from the photos Amanda sent me. Hes buff. Huge, actually. So this is Lucas. I'll admit. I'm a little nervous. He had pulled back dirty blonde hair and light stubble on his chin. He was definitely working out, lifting freaking trucks or something. This guy was ripped. People sat around me in the cafe I'm currently at, are staring at him in wonder and whisper quietly amongst themselves when he comes and stands in front of me grinning. Sora? He asks. A shy, humorous smile spreads across his face. I nod my head, but I didn't get a chance to say anything as he brings me into a bone-crushing hug. Huge. Crushing me. Oomph. Oh. Sorry. It's just so nice to finally meet the famous Sora. Amanda never stops talking about you and your college days. He releases me, grins at my luggage. You sure packed a lot for a weekend. His eyebrows raise up. I cough nervously and avoid eye contact with him. Shit. This is so awkward. It's a long story. I mumble out, trying not to let my emotions surface with all these people around. Damn it. I'm not crying in front of him. I was tired. Too tired. But the small bit of pride I had left in me refused to fall around someone I didn't know, let alone Amanda's husband. He stares at me, worry plastered on his face. Before he could say anything, I interrupt him. It's nice to meet you too. I force a smile and laugh. It's so nice and peaceful here. I try not to let my voice sound nervous. He is very intimidating with his build and looks. A freaking tree trunk of a man. What is he, 64? Oh. He smiles wide at me and starts the truck. My suitcases are in the back and he started the truck. He catches me looking around the empty, quiet town as I sit in the truck. I know it's not much compared to the big city, but it's home. He grins as he hits the gas and pulls out from the side of the road. I let out a long-awaited sigh. My phone has not stopped making noise. I look towards Lucas and smile apologetically, to which he just smiles and nods. 42 missed calls. Dickhead EX. 57 unread text messages. Dickhead EX. I press the side button off to turn my phone off, then rub my forehead. I'm feeling a headache coming on. Why won't he just leave me alone? First, I found out he slept with a model I painted in our bed. Used all of my savings. Accused me of cheating. And dumps me over text. And now he has the audacity to beg me to forgive him. He has no goddamn remorse for what he did to me. And is still doing to me. I never should have joined accounts with him. To think I once thought we'd get married and live a happy life with this guy. I must have been out of my damned mind. He has ruined my freaking life. Boyfriend trouble. Lucas asks from the driver's seat as he takes a right turn on the road, heading towards the middle of nowhere, surrounded by huge trees. She did say they lived a bit away from the town. I didn't think it was in the middle of nowhere. Not anymore. I sigh out. It's a long story. I simply say, I don't feel comfortable spilling my heart and soul out to someone I don't know just yet. He nods, not asking anymore. He turns the radio on and we sit in silence with nothing but the soft music from the radio for what seems like forever. He stops in front of a metal gate with the words DEEPWATER in the middle of the huge gate. Guards are at either side. They both, who look similar to Lucas, built. All muscle. All rough-looking. And all business. This is crazy for a gated community, right? I wouldn't know. I've spent my life in apartments in the city to ever experience something like this. Lucas nods towards both men and they both lower their heads almost respectfully as they let us through. Lucas' voice startled me. We like our privacy. He chuckles. He answered what I was thinking. Okay. That was weird and slightly creepy. Am I that obvious? I simply nod. I understand that much. Privacy is hard to come by. They are lucky they have a community that respects that. We have over 0 people here. It's a very close pack. Community. We rarely get visitors unless you're family. He continues. But you're family, so you are welcome anytime, of course. He smiles towards me and turns left, into a dirt driveway. It's actually special that you're here. The owner rarely lets anyone inside unless you're not family, he added, making me hum. He sounds fun. Not. Who would not allow friends to see friends unless they were family. Talk about paranoid. Or maybe the owner is just one of those crazy cabin loner types. Yeah. I'll be sure to avoid him at all costs during my stay. Coming up to their house, I was in complete awe when I laid eyes on it. It was huge, and it was simply one word. Beautiful, the modern cabin. House is 2 stories high with freshly chopped wood out front, and a lake can be seen from behind the house. This landmark looks like it belongs in a painting, already making me itch to grab a paintbrush and some paint and get lost in its beauty. She's dying to see you. It's all she's ever talked about for months now. He grins and nods towards the house. The front door swings open, and without missing a beat, Amanda is waving her hands in the air like a crazy woman, making me grin and laugh at her antics. I've missed her so damn freaking much. Go. I've got the bags. Lucas smiles towards me and I thank him quickly, then smile back and nod as I struggle to get down from his huge truck. Walking towards the house. To Amanda had been unreal. She knows that if she cries, I do. We both look like I've come from the war and she's not seen me in years. She runs up to me. Crashing into me, she wraps her arms around my neck and sobs into my long hair. We are both crying and laughing like idiots. It has been far too long since we have last seen each other. Oh my God, I can't believe you're here. And oh my God. Her soft crying voice sniffs out. Look at you. You're so thin. And these legs? She says, making me laugh. We walk into the house laughing, and it's gorgeous. With oakwood floors and walls. Modernly decorated. The whole place screams homey. It definitely had Amanda's touch. I missed you so much, Manny. I sigh. I'm sorry, I had nowhere else to go. And my apartment. I try to avoid her worrying gaze. I didn't mean to spring this on you. Especially not now with you just giving birth. She reaches for my hand and lightly squeezes it. Hey. No, you are always welcome here. We're family. Her smile is relaxing me a bit. Let's talk. Tell me everything that's happened. She gestures towards the back door. We both sit down in front of the lake, and it's beautiful. The lake can be seen going miles in both directions, crowded by trees. Her garden was filled with plants I've never seen before, and I'm speechless. It's so nice here. Birds are peacefully singing in the tree, and the sound of the water coming from the lake is relaxing. I have nothing left. Amanda. He's taken it all. I whisper out, avoiding her sad eyes. I rub my face, completely stressed from the long traveling and worrying. Lucas frowns at me, worried, then stares at Amanda, who simply shakes her head with a sad smile. Lucas sits beside Amanda and puts his arm around the back of her. And I can't help but want that for myself too. He's cheated on me. And he's stolen everything from our joint accounts. My paintings. I sob. My voice starts breaking. The flood destroyed everything. All my work. Everything is gone. I can't. It's gone. Tears are falling and I can't make them stop. Seeing her is too much. And both of their worried faces are now comforting ones as they both glace at each other and nod. An unspoken agreement. You're staying here. She grabs my hand and squeezes it. Lucas put her things in the guest room. Lucas nods and then looks to me. We are happy you came to us, Sora. You are family to us. Do not worry about anything. He smiles warmly and kisses Amanda on the cheek before he leaves through the back door to collect my bags from the trunk. Everything is going to be fine, Sora. Amanda grins through her glassy eyes, filling with tears. I knew invading their life was not going to be all right. But a few days away, that's all I needed. Then I'd have to figure out the mess which is now my life. Amanda stands up and clasps her hand together excitingly, then wipes her eyes. Come meet your nephew. He's so cute, with the most chubbiest of cheeks. With a big grin, and drags me inside. Despite my life in complete ruins, I have a good feeling about me being here. It's been so long since I've felt such warmth and acceptance, or even been in a home that felt like it. It was quiet here. And that's all I needed right now. Dismissed. I roar out in frustration at the teenage wolves who scurry away quickly. Incompetent. Lazy. Weak pups. They will soon have a rude awakening with the regime I have planned for them. No one in this pack slacks off. Everyone here pushes themselves, or I shove them. I refuse for anyone training under me to be a warrior to be weak. Weakness is death. My chest is heaving from my pent-up anger. The veins on my forehead visible. My wolf dex has been pining since this morning. The air shifted in the pack lands. A new scent, perhaps. My wolf has not shut up since about it. It's had us both on edge constantly. My wolf has no idea what it is, but he is nervous. He is never showing emotion. Not to me or anyone, and it's really starting to agitate me further. So irritating. Just tell me what the fuck you want me to do about it. I growl out in annoyance at my wolf. Something about today just felt different. It made me feel more pent up than usual. It's mate. I have a feeling mate is close. We must get close to mate. It has to be mate. I never smelt this before. It's her. She's here. Mate. What the fuck did he just say? Mate. Just as I was about to freak out, sniffing the air like a fucking hound dog and banging on people's doors to show me proof, my beta voice comes through MindLink, making me halt as I almost went into meltdown. I need to see you. It's about Amanda's friend. Her friend. What is the problem now? This is exactly why I avoided letting anyone in other than family. I have no fucking time to deal with the problems of strangers, especially outsiders. I'll be at the pack house in 2. I say in annoyance. I already gave him and Amanda permission for her to enter through the border. My wolf's sudden interest at the thought of this human girl has him even more on edge. He has never made his opinion before on a weak human, so why now? I run back to the pack house in wolf form. I make it to the edge near the house, then transform back into my human form. I go to pick up the shorts I stashed near a tree and I start putting them on. I see Lucas already here waiting for me at the forest edge close to the pack house. When I get closer to Lucas, I notice instantly that he smells good. Amazing, actually. I sniff the air and it's coming from around him. Glancing around the pack house, then around outside. My wolf caught the scent also and began panting in my head. The strong scent coming from him was making our senses go on high alert, and making us felt not in control. Could what Dex said to be true? I have a mate in the pack right now. Does that mean she's younger? Is that why I couldn't find her? So many questions, but I couldn't speak. My thoughts were working in overdrive, and all I could think of is, I need to see her. Now. My voice comes out quieter than I wanted it to. I barely recognize it. Whose smell is that? Lucas' eyes widen slightly in shock, then he looks happy when his eyes flicker with realization. Sora. Amanda's friend. Is she your... I interrupt him, losing control of my wolf. Where is she? I growl out. My wolf comes out forcefully, my eyes turning red. Where is mate? Dex growla out into his face, making Lucas lower his eyes, submitting to the authority of me and my wolf. Kane. She's human. She got here this morning. I grab him by the neck and hold him above ground. My anger was coming off in waves. Dex had full control of my body and was making it hard for me to take it back. I couldn't help myself from growling at his comment, "She's human, humans are weak." But as soon as the thought came to mind, I got a stabbing pain in my chest. Lucas is thrashing at my hold and I release him, cursing my wolf back, snapping at Dex for doing whatever the fuck he wants. And because we've had no mate, he can freely do as he pleases. Fucking fantastic for my anger getting the best of me. I rub my hands down my face and squint my eyes. My senses are flooded by her smell. Her heavenly smell. It's suffocating me at this moment. I needed to see her. I need proof. I need to know she's actually real with my own 2 eyes. You need to calm down, Alpha. You will scare her if you show up like this. Lucas growls out at me, making me glance at him on the floor where I dropped him, suddenly annoyed by how I treated him. Shit, Lucas. Fucking Dex doing whatever the fuck he wants since. And now a human mate. I ramble on, unable to stop. I clear my throat nervously to the question I'm about to ask. Is she safe? Kane. She's with Amanda, he says, grinning as he walks over to me and pats me on the back. She's a bit shaken up. Her issues made her come a day early. She's staying with us. She's staying here in deep water. She's staying. There was so much to learn, to find out. The day was here and I didn't know how to process any of the words going out of Lucas' mouth. When did she get here? Where's she from? What things? I want to shout for all to hear me that I have a mate, but I just nod. So much was running through my head that I couldn't think straight. Only one thing I want to do right now, and that's to go to her. I have a mate. I have a human mate. She's real and she's here. I should feel sad. Some emotion that made me hate the fact she wasn't my species. But the thought never came. It washed away the moment I found out she's minutes from my reach. My gaze. Fuck. I want to meet her. I say confidently. My body was ready for this, itching to go to her. But my mind was in complete freakout. I was nervous. I'm never nervous. I need to shower. Dress nice. Shit. What do I wear? What color is her favorite? I feel my back sweat with how much I'm freaking out internally. Dex and I never thought this day would actually come. We've traveled everywhere to search for our mate. Turning 18, it was all I wanted to do. Find my mate. Rule the pack together as Alpha and Luna. Have pups. Many years went by, and those around me whispering how I don't have a mate. At 30, I went into depression and stopped looking for her. It made me and my wolf distant, blaming each other for how we couldn't find our mate, hating everyone who found their soulmate. It left me bitter for years, and I hated being around anyone who had a mate. They had theirs, and I was running out of time to find mine, eventually making it hard for pack members to make eye contact with me. They feared me. I hated myself. I fought packs, ruled with an iron fist and an iron heart. Having no mate made things easier. Like going to war with packs. I never had to worry about anyone but yourself. But I always would think about her. Who she was. What she was doing. Without a second thought, I would always hold on to the dream of finding her one day. And having what others around me had. Who knew she would be the one to find me? Let's go, I say towards Lucas, who nods with a grin on his face. Let's go meet our mate. We take Lucas' red truck, both not wanting to show up in wolf forms, and scare the living shit out of my human mate. This is going to be a lot more fucking complicated than I thought. She's a painter. From London. Short little thing. A bit timid, but she has spark. Lucas says with a laugh. She's shy. You're going to have to take it slow with her. Especially since she just got out of a relationship. What? My wolf and I are now growling. She's my mate. I spit with dominance, hearing my blood pumping throughout my body as I feel myself grow protective of her. Despite not even meeting her. She is mine. I will snap the neck of any man who will dare to even look at her. Lucas laughs nervously. Alpha. She's a human. She has no idea about wolves and about our customs. About Amanda or what a mate is. You will have to try not to scare her away. He grins out and I begin to panic all over again. How the fuck am I going to do that, huh, Lucas? I clench my jaw and bite my tongue to not let my anger get the best of me. She's human. Lucas. I say, not recognizing my voice. Lucas picks up on my tone. She's a strong human. Kane. She is a fighter. She's made for you and you for her. You have to keep calm, he says as he turns the engine off. We made it to his part of the land and we are now outside his home. My hands were starting to sweat and I couldn't help but sniff myself to see if I smelled bad or good. And the moment I did it, I caught Lucas looking at me, before turning his head away and clearing his throat, with an obvious smile on his face. This fucker is enjoying this. Perhaps id. No fighting. Not today, at least. Not now. I can smell her. Mate is here. Dex says, dreamily smelling her air for her scent, which we both agree is our new favorite scent. There was smell of cinnamon and pine coming from her, becoming our favorite scent. I can't believe she's here, I mumble to myself, still not believing it until I see her with my own 2 eyes. She's out back with Amanda. It's probably best I introduce you as the owner of the land instead of Alpha. For now. Alpha. Lucas states. I nod. Right. She's human. Shit. I'm so fucking nervous I think my back is now sweating along with my hands. Honey, I'm home. Lucas tells out as we enter the house. Her smell was intoxicating inside the house. It was drowning me in the most pleasant way. I saw a bunch of suitcases down the hall and I know those must be hers from her scent coming off of them. And now it's real. She's really fucking here. I hear the sound of girly voices giggling from the back porch. And a voice I don't recognize sparks my interest. I wasted no time moving. I followed the voice as I walk behind Lucas. Her scent was now overwhelmingly making me lose my mind. I could inhale this scent for the rest of my life. My little mate's scent. Babe. What took you so long? Oh. Amanda's voice comes out demanding, then she sees me. She sits up more straight in her chair as nervousness comes to her face, then she shifts and glances at the woman beside her. I ignore Amanda and stare at the woman who now is interested in what made Amanda be quiet for once. The first thing I notice is her eyes. Big and round. Almost innocent. They are the first I see. And then I feel as though I can't breathe. It's getting harder and harder to allow air to go to my brain as I look at the rest of her. She's everything. The perfect woman exists and she's my mate. Sora, this is Kane. My best friend. Also the owner. Lucas says with the biggest grin on his face and with a hand on my shoulder. Kane. This is Sora. Amanda's friend from college. He introduces us both, making my heart beat rapidly in my chest. I'm frozen in awe. Sora. So that's your name. I wanted to grab her and rub my scent all over her like a cat. But instead, I walk over to her, not waiting for any fucking longer. I put myself in front of her and hold my hand out to introduce myself. Kane. Nice to meet you. She stares at my hand and then my face. Not with fear but curiosity, and I drink her up. Her expressions. Her body language. Fuck. Everything. She's so fucking beautiful I can't help but admire every inch of her. She clears her throat, nervous. Sora. Sora shakes my hand for a near second and then releases my hand as if she was burnt. Tingles are shooting up my arm and traveling through my body despite barely touching her. The mate bond telling me she is the one. Sorry. Sorry. It's nice to meet you too. Her long eyelashes look up shyly to meet mine, which has not left hers for a second. She feels the pull. I sit next to her on the armchair as Lucas and Amanda are now talking towards themselves, almost as if in their little world. I never tore my gaze away from Sora's, afraid that if I looked away, she'd disappear in front of me. I want her. All of her. Dex is panting for us to mark her and I almost growl, demanding him to submit and not scare our mate. I decide to save her from her shyness, which I must admit is turning me the fuck on. But it's quickly getting on my nerves as I want to hear more of her sweet angelic voice. I demand to hear more. I nod towards the notebook on the table, gaining her attention. Do you draw? I ask her. Am genuinely curious as Lucas mentioned, she was an artist. She peeks up at me from her lap. She was fidgeting with the edge of her shirt with her small fingers, which I found cute. I intimidate her. She nods shyly. Yes. I draw. My interest becomes overbearing and I sense it in her stiffness around me and her lack of response. She looks young. She's in her early 20s at most. She is barely looking at me and I'm practically drooling over her. Lucas laughs through MindLink. You're a scaring her. Stop staring at her. I quickly look away from her, almost afraid that Lucas was right. I had been staring like some idiot for a while now. No wonder she's shy. I know what can help with this mood we find ourselves in. Do you want a drink? I nod towards the beers in the bucket of ice. A special kind of werewolf drink that my pack made. It was beer to humans, but for werewolves it was the only type of alcohol that we could drink and not harm our wolves. Or pups if pregnant she-wolves were nursing. Of course, humans would never understand. It was a very popular drink for wolves to let loose. Her eyes light up and she nods. She still wasn't looking at me, but at nothing in particular. I can't help but grin at her. Amused. If only she looked at me. Then she'd see just how much she also affected me too. Oh, baby. We're going to work on that shyness of yours. Don't worry. I flick the bottle open using my thumb and she stares amazed. Raising my eyebrow, I hand her the bottle and she whispers a quiet thanks. Her lips wrap around the bottle and it takes everything in my body to not let out a groan as her little tongue is slightly out. Tasting the drink. She sees me staring at Smiles shyly. It's yummy. Yummy. Well, it was nice. I could tell she was nervous as she cringed as soon as the words left her mouth, making me almost break out laughing as I put the drink to my lips. What do I say to this fucking beautiful woman who has me suddenly speechless? The night went on as so. Lucas, Amanda, and I are talking about some shit that happened in town, and Sora excuses herself to use the restroom. My eyes followed her as her small body moved around me. I'm addicted to this little shy human who already has me wrapped around her tiny wrist, and she has no idea that I was hers and she was going to be mine. I can't believe she's your mate. I'm freaking out. Amanda's excited voice squeals out. This is the best. She whispers out so Sora doesn't hear us. Shh. I snap quietly. Keep it down. Damn, Kane. I thought you would have dragged her back to your bed by now, Lucas says, his drunk snort laugh coming out as I rolled my eyes. The thought wasn't exactly lost on me. I had wanted to just leave with her multiple times during the night. Every time I had looked at her, I want to put her over my shoulder and drag her home. To our home. Where she belongs. With me. Just the two of us. Yet, I knew I need to take it slow. I want her to fucking get comfortable with me, and so far it feels like I have to take this one step at a time with her. She's not a wolf. And humans do this differently. Was I really that scary, though? I roll my eyes and snort. Fuck off. Seriously, what's stopping you? She's into you, man. Lucas nudges and Amanda nods. Her cheeks flushed, 64 my shoulder for the 100th time tonight. In my head, of course. This minx is driving me and my wolf insane. And she's not even doing anything to me. I've finally lost it. Okay. Amanda. Time for bed. Lucas laughs and grabs his drunk mate as she whines for cuddles, which Lucas simply gives as he carries her inside. This left me and Sora alone as they went inside. Fuck it. I can't leave like this. I needed more to calm myself down. Can I see you again? I ask her, making her eyes widen as she slowly turns to face me. Sora nods, and I can tell she's getting more confident around me. She was looking me in the eye while I spoke to her. I was silently praising my girl for being strong, where other wolves wouldn't dream of looking at me in the eye. She was. I couldn't stop the grin from escaping. Could I get your number? I nod towards her phone as I take mine out from my back jean pocket. She whispers a quiet, sure that I barely heard. And if not for my wolf hearing, I would have missed it. I moved to sit next to her. Our legs were touching each out as I sat next to her. The sharp sparks from our connection were traveling up my legs, then the rest of my body, and from the look on her face. They also affected her as she flinched out, but didn't move away like she did last time. She smiles as I give her my personal phone number. There were only 4 people that had my number. Now 5. I see her save my number as Kane, and my heart speeds up in excitement, even though it was such a small thing. I forcefully keep the satisfying growl from coming out as I go to put her number in my phone, as I try to keep the fucking shit-eating smug grin off my face. But this girl is like the wind. She's knocking me on my ass faster than I can blink with a simple glance. I saved her number as mate when she wasn't looking. Under her actual name, Sora Collins. Her name was so fucking perfect. Sora Black. Yes, I liked that more. It was perfect in every way. I glance at my wristwatch for the time. 11:46. I growl out, annoyed that I had to leave, causing her eyes to snap to mine in surprise. What the? Her tiny voice comes out. I almost forgot she was human. Each second I was alone with her, I loved that she was human. Her reactions were interesting. She was like a baby fawn, startled by everything. The sexiest sound to grace my ears. A modern-day wolfman. She says, and I sigh, just wanting to touch her again. Unfortunately, I had to leave. I had to get up early in the morning, and it broke my fucking soul in half knowing that I couldn't just bring her home with me, where she belonged. I had to leave her here. I knew she'd be safe with Lucas and Amanda. But the thought of leaving... Fuck, I hated this. I need to go, I say regretfully. And I think you need to sleep. She nods slowly, and I watch her throat as she swallows nervously, looking at me then the time. I think you're right, she said shyly, making me smile. I'll see you tomorrow, I say, neither a question nor a statement, but as a promise. She walks with me to my car. 10 minutes after I got here, I requested a pack member to drop it here. I didn't want to run tonight. Half of me not fucking trusting my wolf to take us home, but to sleep outside her window like some dog. Which I wanted to do, but fucky don't want to scare her away once she notices my fucking large wolf stalking her. Maybe later I can come back and sleep. No. Fuck. Stop. I will have guards watching the house the second I drive off. Only then can I relax my wolf and I. Good night, Sora. Good night, Kane. Sweet dreams, my little mate. Moaning awake from the smell of bacon in the air has to be the best smell to wake up to. Also, the incredibly sexy image of Kane. I was not expecting to meet someone the day after my ex-boyfriend cheats on me, and I leave the country and instantly feel so attracted to them. He was a walking god. No, scratch that. He is a freaking god walking on Earth in human form. My skin jumped and tickled every time he moved, and I felt his gaze on me the whole night. He only ever took his eyes from me is when Lucas said something. It was like I was the most interesting person in the room and we had just met. Not to mention he doesn't even know me. But his stares tell me exactly what he thought of me. His stares made me feel strange things, but I didn't exactly hate it. Whoever the hell Kane is, I know it's not the last time I'll be seeing him. He made that very clear last night. My heartbeat is speeding up at the thought of seeing him again. Oh God. He smelled like the forest. His rough hand felt huge in my much smaller one. His wide shoulders. Those eyes. Oh my God. I am so screwed. Don't even get me started on his body. What kind of workout does he do to get that body? I thought Lucas was ripped, but this guy. It's like as soon as he entered the room, he controlled everything. Kane was a force I would definitely not survive. And I didn't want to. For some reason, I wanted him to dominate me. In every single way, and that terrified me. I don't even know the man. And I'm already deeply attracted to him. I just met him after all, and am acting like a teenager in love. No. Nope. Not love. I just met the guy. I just got heartbroken. I can't go into something so fast again with a guy I don't know. I'm losing my mind. Yep, I've lost my mind. But damn, I want that bacon. Stretching my arms wide with a groan, I get myself out of bed and ready for the day. Knowing that today I am surely going to run into this god of a man today. And my legs weaken at the thought. I'm terrified and excited being near him. The combination is an odd feeling. I have no idea what he will do or say next, but whatever it is will surely leave me as a puddle on the floor. I'm getting warm just thinking about him. His voice. Ugh, how can a man have a voice that deep? It does freaking somersaults in my belly and causes ground shaking flutters between my legs. Walking into the kitchen, I see a grouchy Amanda and grinning Lucas with baby Troy. Their son. I haven't seen Troy much since I got here. He's been with Lucas' parents since this morning. Since now he's happily playing with Lucas and his fingers. Morning piss pot. I say and salute in my English accent as I salute Amanda. Teasing her like the old times from our days at college whenever she had a hangover. She groans and salutes back. Mornin', why are you so fresh and I am dying? She puts the pillow on the table and puts her face into it and groans. Making me and Lucas laugh out. She can't handle alcohol at all. I don't know why she bothers. Should you be drinking? What about Troy? I ask, realizing her mistake. Will he be all right? Amanda and Lucas look at each other and things go silent. And I know I didn't say something wrong or funny. But Amanda goes silent while Lucas holds back a grin. The kind of alcohol we have here is special. It doesn't affect our poo children. It's perfectly safe, I assure you, Sora. What? Is there alcohol out there that is safe for kids? I was about to ask him what he meant, but he started speaking. How did you sleep, Sora? I hope Troy didn't wake you. Lucas asks me from the kitchen. I drop the subject and I shake my head. No. He is a gem. It's the bacon that woke me. I say with a shy grin. His laugh booms. Of course. Here. Dig in. He hands me a bunch of bacon. Egg. And waffles. Perfection. So, Amanda says as she got us from the sofa to sit with us at the kitchen table, making me look up at seeing they are both staring at me, both smirking at me. I raise my brow. Huh. Please don't bring it up. Kane. What did you think of him? Amanda asks me. She brought it up. And instantly I feel my cheeks grow warmer. Why did she have to bring him up so early in the morning? Especially after that dream I had of him last night. I feel so awkward talking about him with her like this. In front of Lucas, too. Ugh, so embarrassing. Hess. Pretty intense. But he's nice. I mumble out, avoiding eye contact with the two grinning idiots in front of me. Oh. My God. You like him. Amanda tries not to scream out. I pale. No. What? We barely spoke. I stutter out. I mean, he kept staring at me and barely spoke to me. I keep stuttering. At this point, I want to hide and crawl in a hole and wait for death. This is so embarrassing, and she's loving this. Lucas joins in next to his wife. You're both perfect for each other. He wiggles his eyebrows at me, which causes Amanda to nod her head in agreement. Oh my God. Stop it, guys. He doesn't. There's no way a guy like that will go for a girl like me. I let out a sigh. I really am not even in his league. That man definitely has a girlfriend. Maybe 1,000. I get a throbbing pain in my chest at the thought of him with another woman. Shit. I'm jealous. I'm jealous of women I don't even know exist. Lucas snorts. He never even looks at women. You're the first for him to notice. Trust me. Amanda nods. It's true. I've never seen him with a woman. He wouldn't do that too. He wouldn't do that. He is a good guy. She says softly, reassuring me. I was about to reply when my phone beeps, causing all the eyes in the room to glance at my phone, to which we all see who it's from as Kane pops up on the front screen. Oh my God. He texted me. Holy shit. Why is my back sweating? Suddenly, feeling uncomfortable with Amanda and Lucas' stares, I excuse myself. Their faces give it all away, showing me how happy they are that he messaged me, which makes me even shyer. I head towards the guest bedroom I slept in last night, then sit down on the bed. Taking a deep breath, I open his text and am instantly excited and nervous reading over what he says, reading it over again and again. 8:0 a.m. Good morning, Sora. I hope I didn't wake you. I would like to see you today. It would be my pleasure to show you around the community if you would like that. Kane. I reply with shaking hands. Yes, 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 yes. 8:05 a.m. Good morning, Kane. I would love a tour if it's not too much trouble for you. I hit send and nervously wait for a reply. It comes almost instantly, and my heart is beating so fast. 8:06 a.m. I'm there in 5. Be ready for me, Kane. Holy shit. 5 minutes. I glance at my hair and it's like a bird's nest. Panic sets in as I pull myself together, going with skinny jeans and a navy sweater and putting my hair up high into a ponytail. Applying the small amounts of makeup on to hide my tired eyes. Brush my teeth. Then, I put some lip balm on. I hear a car door slam shut outside, and am frozen. He is here so fast. What the hell? I haven't even had the time to mentally prepare myself to meet him again. This man is driving me wild. I rush and grab my purse, phone and handbag, then I quickly put boots on. I rush out the bedroom door and try to not look so flustered like I didn't just get ready in 5 minutes flat. Without warning or time to prepare myself to look remotely human, I walk into the living room to see him at the door, talking quietly with Lucas, who has his back to me. As if they sense me, they both turn to look at me. One grinning and one very intense stare. He got here so fast. Did he sleep outside? I laugh to myself at the thought. Wouldn't shock me. He seems very certain of what he wants. Hey. Hi. You look beautiful, Kane says to me, and my cheeks heat up. I can hear Amanda saw awe from the kitchen, which causes me to blush. Thank you, I whisper out. We say goodbye to Lucas and Amanda, then Kane leads me to his car. How can this man be any sexier? He drove here in a completely different car than last night. Now it's a beautiful dark red Dodge Challenger GT. I'm in awe. This car must have cost him a fortune. I like your car. I smile shyly at him as he gets in the driver's seat. He smells so good. He is dressed in dark blue jeans and a black shirt with combat boots. How is it that he can make even the simplest of outfits looks freaking sexy? Thanks. Sweetheart. I like your hair like that. I get to see your face. He smiles back, almost knocking the air out of me. I feel my cheeks get warm and am instantly nervous and aroused being around him. Are you cold? He asks, and I nod. His voice is so smooth and relaxing. I feel warmer just by him speaking to me. He turns the car heating on and I'm starting to relax a little, even though now I don't need it anymore. He clears his throat and I look at him to see he is looking at me with something I can't quite place. So, where are you from, Sora? He asks as he begins to drive. London, I say. But I lived in Paris for work until recently. Until my cheating. Lying scumbag of an ex-boyfriend ruined my life. But I won't say that out loud. He hums. I like your voice. Your accent is cute. He winks over at me and turns right on the road. I laugh at his comment and I start to feel more comfortable in his presence. Cute. Damn. I was hoping for sexy. The words came out without me thinking, and he looks over me with a smirk. As if I somehow challenged him. And the thought alone makes my legs clench as I feel flutters forming in my stomach. What is this man doing to me? We're here. He turns off the engine and I glance around. There's a huge lake, surrounded by trees. Much like the one at the back of Amanda's home, but this one is huge and surrounded by life. You can hear it in the trees and see it in the water. It's beautiful. Like a painting coming to life. Without realizing, he opens the door for me, and I silently thank him as he nods with a small smile. He is so thoughtful and gentlemanlike. Who would have thought from a huge, muscled, rough guy? He grabs something from the back of the trunk and I notice he packed us food. And just when I think I couldn't swoon over this man enough, this man I don't know but is treating me like I'm his queen. This scary, sexy, every woman's fantasy of a man. And he is looking at me with the same thoughts as me. They are clearly visible in his expression whenever he looks at me. I hope you like bacon, he suddenly asks, making me jump. I nod my head and he grabs my hand, and almost instantly the sparks from last night shoot up my arm once again and almost make me moan out as his strong, rough, larger hand takes hold of my much smaller one. Is this okay? He hints towards the lake with the picnic basket in one hand, and his other is held firmly intertwined with my hand. I nod my head and smile up at him. It feels like his hand was meant to be in mine. It felt right. We fit perfectly. I nod and he looks breathtaking as he gives me his smile. That smile he only seems to show around me. He barely smiled at Lucas or Amanda. I don't even think he shows emotion unless he is speaking to me. I used to come here a lot as a boy with my dad to fish. He says to me, and I look around admiring the breathtaking view. He put the blankets down, then kicks his shoes off. I joined him as I look around the spot he brought us. It was gorgeous and seemed unreal, like we are inside a fairy tale. This place is special to him and he brought me here. My heart can't handle how sweet that is. This place is beautiful. Thank you for showing me this. I smile as he smiles, then leans back, resting on his elbows. Tell me about yourself, he asks, and I freeze. What would you like to know? I ask nervously, trying not to fidget with my hands, something I do when I'm nervous. Everything. Anything. I want to know all about you, he says as he admires me, and I melt in a puddle. I freeze, unable to speak, and he interrupts my silent panicking with a husky laugh. Shall I go first? He offers, and I nod shyly. Embarrassing myself again. Great, Sora. Well done. He hums and nods. Okay. My full name is Kane Locus Black. I was born and raised here. I'm 31. Too close to 32. I'm an only child. My folks are still around. They live just half a mile from here, and I see them almost most Mondays for dinner. He hums. I run this community, but before that my old man ran things. I took over when he retired. It's a family business. When I have a son, he will take over from me. It's just how things are in my family. He pauses and looks at me. My favorite color is your eyes. Forest green. He moves closer to me, and I'm holding my breath in from how close he is to me. And I really want to kiss you, he whispers, and I look up to him, feeling the burning in my cheeks as his eyes stare at my lips. Kane. I don't have time to react, as his hands hold either side of my face, as he leans in and captures my lips with his. He's holding my lips prisoner at an agonizing, slow but comfortable pace, and it feels like I'm floating. His lips are soft against mine as I slowly move mine against his. I hear a small growl coming from his throat, and it makes my insides do flips at the sound and how much I loved it. What I wouldn't give to hear him growl between my legs. As if he heard my lewd thoughts, he takes my mouth with such force and dominance that I feel like I'm being devoured by a beast. A beast that is starved and starving for me, and I'm his favorite meal. His growling is now a constant vibration in my mouth as I moan into his. Panting and hot, we both back away slightly. He rests his forehead against mine. I'm staring at his lips, which probably look like mine. Red, puffy, and slightly bruised from the intensity of that kiss. His eyes are closed as he whispers a "What are you doing to me" out. I can't stay away from you, Sora. Please don't make me, he says breathlessly, staring at me with such need in his eyes and tone in his voice. He wants me as much as I want him. I won't. I whisper against his lips, and he closes his eyes and his nostrils flare, almost as if he is trying to control himself. Fuck. Baby, you are mine. He groans out with his sexy, deep voice as he takes my lips urgently again in a fierce battle for dominance, which he wins. He will always win this battle. I'm not a match for this beast of a man. Quite frankly, I'm bloody done when it comes to this insanely mysterious, sexy, growling man. I'm utterly fucked when it comes to this beast. I'm completely doomed. When it comes to Kane, pulling up to my beta's house has been the highlight of my weekend. I get to finally see my beautiful mate, Sora. After the amazing day I had with my mate and finally being able to kiss her, making her laugh and then talking about ourselves until there was some trouble at the borders with rogues and I had to leave. I had 3 wolves injured and 1 missing, so now I have to deal with what the fuck is going on. It's the 2nd time this month and I'm losing my fucking patience. Something is wrong and neighboring packs are having the same issues, if not worse from their lack of defense. I'm even more pissed because I just found my mate and there is no goddamn way any rogue mutt or otherwise is going to stop me from keeping her here. I need to end the threat before word gets around. Upon entering my beta's house, I notice the party for baby Troy is in full swing. Pack members bow their heads in respect to me and greet me with alpha as I walk past my pack members. Ignoring them, I follow my gorgeous mate's scent until I find her outside. I can't keep my eyes off her as I walk towards her. She hasn't seen me as she's speaking to some pack members. I stand behind her, bend down and whisper, "Hi," in her ear, causing her to jump and me to grin. "Holy foo, hey. You startled me," she quietly yells at me, holding her now rapid beating chest. I noticed it's now a bit quieter around us as pack members are watching this play out. But I don't give a fuck. I'm completely focused on my girl. "You just got here?" she asks me. I nod. "Yeah." I need to speak to her alone, away from all these eyes and ears. "Can I borrow you for a sec?" I ask her. She glances apologetically at the pack members she was talking to as I lead her to someplace quiet. "Is something wrong?" she asks me, worried. I sigh. "I won't lie to you, Sora. Yes." Her face drops. "There's a problem at work and it'll be busy for a while. I just wanted to let you know." She's now frowning and I want to kiss it away. This is for the best. I need to keep her safe, and I can't do that if problems with rogues or whatever is causing problems at the border don't go away. "Do you want to talk about it?" she asks, and I frown at her question. "Do I?" "Yes." "But can I?" "No. Not yet." She's fragile. If she knew the truth about me, about everyone here, I'm not sure how she will react around me and my pack members. I shake my head and drop the subject. I lead her back to the party. "Oh, Alp, Kane. When did you get here?" Amanda says, smiling happily when she notices my hand in Sora's. I didn't miss how Sora flinched and tried to gently tug her hand out of mine. And failed. I intertwine our hands and tighten my hold. Maybe now she will get the message. "You're mine." "Just now," I say, handing over the gift to her, and she's happily accepting it. I get a mind link from one of my pack warriors at the borders, which make me grimace with annoyance. "Alpha. Rogesto the East. Their area at least 20 of them. Fucking perfect timing." "Do you have a headache?" Sora says besides me as she stares up at my face. Her eyes worried. I kiss her forehead and shake my head. I mind link back, seething. I have to leave my mate earlier than expected. On my way. I need to go. I tell her, disappointment now written on her face. I mind link Lucas and tell him we are under attack, and he gets a group of warriors to meet me at the border. "Sora, I need you to stay with Amanda today. Don't leave the house. Promise me." I tell her. No room for discussion as my voice hardens with authority. She just nods with a frown. I kiss her forehead and take in her scent before I go. I leave her without looking back. Anger is now a part of my body as it comes off in waves. "I will kill them all for scaring mate," Dex snarls out. I agree. Turning into my wolf form out of sight of the house and party as I let Dex take control while we run to the border. The smell of rogue mutts is strong, but my thirst for blood is stronger. Smelling the blood in the air has me and my wolf snarling, threatening. Warning those around us as we pick up on movement. Rogue wolves. We come into contact with 15 average-sized rogues, all growling and moving slowly away from my much larger wolf form. Even with the numbers, they cower. No match for me, and they know it as they start to walk backward to try and escape me. Weak. I step closer, teasing my prey. How dare they step foot on my land and expect to live? My wolf grins deadly at the now cowering rogues, taking a sudden leap for the closest, catching them all off guard, instantly ripping the rogue's throat out with a single bite from my wolf's jaw. I feel the life fade from his pathetic wolf from the pulse, then I take a deadly walk to my next prey, causing them to run away in terror. They are making the game a lot more interesting for Dex. I like it when they play. Dex says, Let's finish this quick. I want to see our mate, I growl out as Dex agrees. As we catch up to the rogues within seconds. Theirs low and weak. And definitely not escaping me. Without mercy, we go for their throats. Killing them instantly. Not wasting any more time with vermin. I extinguish them all and leave none alive in my path. A minute later, I see my warriors and my beta Lucas turn up. Blood on their teeth. Evidence of their kill. I spit out rogue blood after I finish the last one off. My large paw now on the dead rogue's throat. Clean up this fucking mess. I snarl towards my men through MindLink and walk past the dead rogues. Not sparing them a single glance. Alpha. I got word that Redcrest Pack also had been attacked. Minutes before us. It seems like someone is sending a message. We just don't know who yet. But they managed capture some rogues alive. They will keep us informed of what they learn. Lucas says through MindLink. Keep me informed. Every movement on the border I want to be the first to know. I snarl out. These rogues are getting on my last fucking nerve. No matter how many times I kill them. They come back for more like rats. Pathetic, weak fucking mutts should just submit. Yes. Alpha. Running back to the pack house in my wolf form took me exactly 5 minutes. I need to make some calls to neighboring packs and see what they know. The fact that someone dares to attack my pack has me curious. They must be fucking stupid to think I will not retaliate until I have sent them all to an early grave. No one escapes me. I send a quick text to Sora, then I get to work. I will see you soon. Kane. It's been 3 days since the incident at the border with the rogues, and I finally managed to tighten security at the borders. I've made some adjustments to the pack training regime also. Now I have the new recruits I deemed ready to scout the border and fill out daily reports. I've also gotten word from another alpha that this Rouge attack was likely a plan to test the pack's defense. No doubt to look for weak spots in security. Someone is playing a game and I have no patience to play it. I will find whoever is doing this and snap their neck. I need to speak to Sora. If rogues have taught me anything, it's that as much as I trust my pack. I'm the only one who can protect her. Being away from her for even a second has me on edge and constantly wanting to snap at whoever dared speak to me. I know she hasn't known me for long, but I can't wait much longer. Being away from her is too hard on me and my wolf's pull. Being an alpha wolf makes the pull 10 times stronger than what she is feeling for me. For wolves, as soon as we find our mate, we start a family, but I know with Sora being human, it's different. I'm going slow so I don't scare her away from me. I want to introduce her to my world slowly. A part of me wants to drag her to my bed and never let her leave until she bears my mark and is carrying my pups. But the other half, I want her to trust me. Show her my world. Have her fall in love with me the human way. At this point, I will happily roll over onto my back in my wolf form and take whatever she will give me. Stretching my arms, I look at my phone and she hasn't texted me since she replied to my text 3 days ago. I want to see her. I look at the time and it's late enough. 11:37. I sent a quick text. 11:37 p.m. Hey Sora. You awake? Kane. Sighing out and grab my car keys to head home. Wishing I was heading home to my mate. Not long, I remind myself. Soon she will live with me. I won't have it any other way. 11:40 p.m. Hey, I can't sleep. How was your day? I get into my car and instantly relax, seeing her emoji. My mate is so cute. I sent a text and start the car. Heading towards home. 11:41 p.m. Better now. How was your day, sweetheart? Kane. Pulling into my driveway, I stare at the dark, empty house and sigh. My phone pings and I instantly feel better. 11:42 p.m. It was good. Painted all day, and now I'm sitting outside. The moon is so big tonight. It looks so beautiful. Glancing up, I notice the moon is full and bigger tonight. I laugh and do something I've not done in a while. I sent her a text and my heart is beating rapidly. She's already making me do crazy fucking things. 11:43 p.m. Not as beautiful as you. Did you know that wolves would howl up to the moon to guide loved ones home? Listen. Kane. I get outside my car and look at the moon. I start to howl up at the sky and pray she hears it, causing a chain reaction of howling around me, causing me to stare at my phone and wait for her response. Heart still beating out my chest. 11:45 p.m. What the hell? Do you hear that? I almost fell out of my chair. That was so freaky. I've never moved inside from my chair so fast. You have to tell me how you did that. D. Laughing at her emoji again. The howling comes to a stop, and I miss her so much. Knowing it's late, I sent her one last text. 11:46 p.m. It's a secret. You should sleep. It's getting late, sweetheart. Kane. Stripping naked for bed, I go to lay down and wait for her reply. 11:47 p.m. I will know your secret soon, Wolfman. Good night, Kane. Chuckling at her reply. Wolfman. Oh, sweetheart, you have no idea. But you will soon. My sweet little human mate. I've been awake for hours, unable to sleep, replaying last night's events over and over. Sweetheart. I feel tingles every time he called me sweetheart. Every time he looks at me is strange. It's strange how close I feel to him, and I just met the man. He's a bit older than me, but that doesn't bother me. Does it bother him? What does confuse me is how normal it feels being around him. Texting him was another risky move. He checks up on me, asks me about my day and if I'm eating enough. Tom never did that. My absolute asshole of an ex. Tom doesn't even come close to Kane. Not one bit. His built. The power that radiates off him makes my knees go weak. I saw it as soon as he left Amanda's and Lucas' party. People noticed. I noticed. He controlled the whole room, but he didn't notice or care. When he left, it was like the room could breathe again. Were people scared of Kane? He is intimidating. Sure. But it was different. The vibe was strange, and people were quiet around him. Perhaps he's into some shady stuff. I'll ask Amanda about him. I don't want to rush into things, but I should at least know who I'm talking to and what his deal is. And maybe why I can't stay away from him. Even if I tried. Sighing. I decide to get my ass up and go for a run. Reminding myself I'll ask about him later. Changing into my running clothes quickly. I head into the living room where Amanda sits with her newborn son, Troy. She hasn't noticed me yet. Morning, Mama Mandy. I say suddenly to Amanda, who jumps slightly. Mornin', she says with a groan. She looks exhausted. Where are you off to? She asks, smiling up tiredly at my attire. Just out for a run. I shrug. Where's Lucas? I ask. Oh, he is with Kane working. I raise a brow amusingly. Are you sure? That sounded like a question. She smiles apologetically. Sorry. I've been up a while. This little guy is finally settling down. She sighs, hinting to her son. Asleep in her arms. Okay, well. I'm heading out. I have my phone if you need anything. I smile towards them both and wave bye. It's a beautiful day today. They're so blessed to be surrounded by so much nature. Completely different from the busy streets of Paris. Everything is so quiet and peaceful. Running down the trail, I notice a lot of houses. Lucas said something about having 4,000 people living here. How big is this place? Hearing a large group of men's voices and barking. I stop running and look around. No one is out here and the voices stop. Then I heard it. growling. Yep. No thank you. I turn around and run back the way I came. Are there dogs around here? Last night there were wolves. My stomach twists in dread as I try to steady my heart rate. My fitness watch is beeping due to a high heart rate spike, and I take a quick stop to breathe. Bending down to put my hands on my knees. Why is it suddenly getting warmer? Making it to the road again, I notice that the sounds have stopped and I take a sigh of relief. I'm definitely not going running in the woods again. The last thing I need to worry about is being eaten by a dog. Or worse, a bloody huge wolf. This makes me think of him, Kane Wolfman. The most mysterious yet obvious man. Who I can't seem to figure out. He is good looking. No, scratch that. He is possibly the most attractive man I've ever laid eyes on, and yet he is surprisingly interested in me. I mean, he did kiss me. Which was another experience altogether. It felt as if my body was a firework, and his lips were what set my body off. I decide to walk into town, and there are a few people walking around with their families. It's surprisingly amazing. There are so many stores and so much culture everywhere I look. I walk over to the fountain in the middle of the town and something catches my eye. A statue of a huge wolf. What an odd thing to do. I read the plaque and underneath it says, First Alpha of Deepwater Kane Locus Black 1000, 504, 1704. First Alpha. I read again, and that would make this wolf 200 years old when it died. This confuses me more. Maybe someone has a sense of humor and decided to write that. But Deepwater. That's what this community is called. Why would they worship a wolf? I grab my phone and do a Google search. Curiosity eating my mind. That's odd. I sigh and decide to leave it for now. Maybe I'll ask a local about it. For now. I set my sights on a building catching my attention. It's huge. A museum. I jog across the road and people are giving me weird side looks. Some with curiosity. Do they not get visitors often? Or perhaps I just look weird. The stairs are starting to make me nervous. I was about to go inside when I hear my phone beeping in my back pocket. Someone texted me. I notice who it is when I grab my phone and my heartbeat speeds up instantly seeing his name. Hey. Are you free for lunch right now? Kane. Am I free? I probably look a mess right now. A sweaty mess. I reply back. My hands suddenly start sweating. Hello. I'm in town right now, I just went for a run. I'm all sweaty. I hit send and groan when I realize what I just said. Did I have to tell him I'm all sweaty? Hez, not even near me, and I manage to embarrass myself. His reply comes instantly, making me jump. I'm in town too. Where are you? Kane. Hez in town. I suddenly feel the need to hide behind this tree, which is exactly what I'm doing, and I don't know why. My heart rate is skyrocketing and I'm nervous. Shit. I reply back while glancing around nervously. I'm near the center of town. I was going to check out the museum. Hiding behind the tree, I wait for his reply, but minutes later and it doesn't come. Holy shit, I'm nervous. Should I leave? I'm in my running gear. My hair is all over the place and... Hey! There you are. A deep voice startled me, making me jump. I turn around and my chest is beating so fast when I see him. How can he look so amazing wearing simple colors baffles me. Hey! I squeak out nervously, trying not to stare at him much. Kill me now. He's looking down at me. He looks a bit mad. Did I piss him off? I notice people glancing at us. Or more like me. I shift nervously under his deep stare. Were you hiding? He asks. His voice is hard. I swallow the lump in my throat and try to play it off. No. I was just catching my breath. From the run. He just nods and glances at my clothes, and then his eyes meet mine, and I swear I just saw his eyes flash like headlights. Yellow headlights. You shouldn't be walking around alone. Sora. I look up at him confused. Was I not allowed to go out? I wasn't aware I wasn't allowed to go for a run. I say confidently to him, but inside I'm shaking. His eyes harden and his frown deepens. He shakes his head. I didn't mean it like that, he says as he runs his long, rough, large hand through his hair. Frustrated. Let me treat you to lunch. He asks but leaves no room for answers as he reaches for my hand and gently tugs me across the road. You know, people usually wait for an answer instead of dragging them, I say quietly with a frown, which just makes his eyebrows raise amusingly. We walk towards the statue and I decide to ask him about it. He owns this land. Right. Surely he will know more about it than what I found out online. I have an odd feeling about this. It's just too weird. This place is weird. But most importantly, is it a touchy subject? It's better if I show you. He whispers so quietly I barely heard him. Show me. Show. What do you mean? I'm sure this Locus Black is dead long by now. I joke, and he nods, glancing at me then back at the statue with a frown. He was my great-grandfather, he says with a hard voice. He founded this community. He was a great man. The wolf. My community, it's a symbol of our goddess. The Black family crest is a wolf. I was named after him, he says almost out of breath, his eyes burning into mine. Slight panic swirling in his eyes. I stare at him slightly shocked. He was a man, and the wolf is just a symbol. Such rich history, but I couldn't find anything online. It all makes a little more sense. His family is known here. Kane Locus Black. He was named after this man. He was my great-grandfather, Kane said. Sora, Kane says, and I jump, realizing that none of us are saying anything and the air is thick around us. Shit. I got lost in my thoughts and made it awkward. He stands in front of me and he looks nervous. I want to show you something. But I want you to keep an open mind. I've never. He pauses and clears his throat. Please just keep an open mind, he says, and I nod. Suddenly, I'm curious and super nervous. He nods and takes my hand. We walk out of town and continue walking for a good 15 minutes more. Both not saying anything. As both aren't saying anything, I follow him into the forest silently. It looks like he knows where he's going, so perhaps I shouldn't be so nervous. If he was going to kill me, he would've by now. Right. We've now been walking in the forest for 15 minutes when the sound of a water stream is louder, and finally, upon reaching the gorgeous waterfall I heard a while back, I notice Kane has let go of my hand and is taking a few steps back from me. His eyes are watching me carefully and he looks nervous. But he still looks so lethal. He starts undressing, starting with his shirt, and I turned so fast I couldn't see his facial expression anymore as he just looks at me. I ask him nervously, Kane, what are you doing? Please don't scream, is all he says before I start hearing the breaking of twigs. Then it sounds like the breaking of bones. I slowly turn to glance at where Kane was. Suddenly so nervous I thought I was going to pass out or just throw up from the sounds coming from behind me. That's when I see it. And am terrified. I don't even notice the shaking in my legs anymore. A wolf. A huge giant wolf with yellow eyes and jet black fur is standing where Kane was seconds ago undressing. His clothes are still on the floor. Kane is gone and a wolf is staring at me with huge yellow eyes. And then it hits me. The statue. The name. The secrecy of this place. Holy fucking shit. Kane is a wolf.